What does manhood mean to you?
So I think, manhood means a lot of different things, but ultimately, I kind of see it as an opportunity. I see manhood as an opportunity for being a force for good, to be a shining light, to leave this place better than you found it, helping more than you hurt.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of King Crush Thursday, the series where we highlight and uplift Black men because, frankly, not too many people are doing it. My name is Val Gay, and I'm super excited about this brother today. I think you will be too. Let's see. He is an educator. He's a broadcaster. He is he's a music lover and an arts lover. He apparently loves cornbread and collard greens also. He also loves Philly. He is the guy. His name is Mr. J. Michael Harrison. Please welcome. Hey, J. Michael, how are you?
Hey, I'm here to see another great day. And as I said to you off air, thank you so much for inviting me to participate. I'm really honored to be part of this, and congratulations to you for such a wonderful opportunity to uplift and inspire folks.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad that you get to be a part of this, and that we get to talk to you. I'm so grateful. And so
Yes.
The whole point of this really is to bust open these narrowly portrayed and very myopic tunnels that we generally get to see Black men through. And we know that our community is very diverse. It is varied. It's so many things, and we only often get to see the really small part that is one could characterize as negative as a part of our community, but we know there's so much more. And so our hope is one day that this repository of the same 6 questions answered by hundreds of Black men, I'm claiming hundreds now, even though we're still early in the 100.
You're on the journey. You're on the journey.
Yeah, we're in 3 figures. Hey. That hopefully one day a young king who may or may not have positive Black male role models can come to this repository, see these same 6 questions answered by all these different people, and hopefully find guidance there. And then for the rest of us who are neither male or even Black, for our minds to be open, because we're hearing from so many different people and learning from their experiences. And so I'm so glad you're here. And I'm going to get started with the first question, which is, what does manhood mean to you?
Well, I think it's something that we hear often, and I think it affects us in different ways. There's the pillars. There's strength, and courage, and protector, brave, bring home the bacon. There's the stereotypical aspects that are associated with it. And I think, to a degree that's important, but women do that too. That's not exclusive to man, quote unquote, manhood. Women do those same exact things. But, I think when we look at manhood, it's something that's changing all the time as well. Because 10 years ago, you weren't hearing terms like girl dads. All right. That was not something or not so much stay at home dad. But the pandemic has definitely contributed to that. Late great Kobe Bryant, I think, took the girl dad thing to another level. So I think it's something that shifts and change. But I think in our community, specifically the African American community, culturally, something that we don't have established consistently is, it's kind of a rite of passage for young men. Identity. There's groups and organizations that bring that into play, but it's not cultural. It's not pervasive throughout the community. And I think that's something that, kind of hurts us. But we talk about childhood up until you're 12 years old, and adolescence or the teenage years, up until you're 18. And then at 18, you're a man, you're in manhood, you have entered manhood. Not everybody's ready for that. Some folks are forced to enter that long before 18. So I think, manhood means a lot of different things, but ultimately, I kind of see it as an opportunity. I see manhood as an opportunity for being a force for good, to be a shining light, to leave this place better than you found it, helping more than you hurt. So all of that kind of falls in line with, what I feel manhood is about.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, J. Michael.
Okay.
So who and or what is important to you?
Well, definitely. I mean, I have three incredible children. They're all adults at this point. Those are my biological children, but I've been an educator in a lot of different realms over the years, whether it was teaching computer science, network engineering, whether it was teaching driver's ed, whether it was teaching at UArts, where I teach now, or teaching at Job Corps. So I've had the opportunity to inform and receive back from thousands of young folks. And so I think, that is something that, is important to me. But I would definitely say, of course, my children in general, but people, life, this world, it's all important to me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Excellent. Thank you. So, J. Michael, how do you want us to see you?
I mean, it's pretty simple, as I am. I'm doing me. I'm following my passion. I'm trying to, shine my light where I can. And believe me, I'm far from perfect, but, I'm not better than anybody else. But I also know there's nobody else better than me. We're all in this thing together, and hopefully we can continue to move towards the center of positive, moving in a safe direction, and maybe try to do something phenomenal. So that's who I am. That's who you should be seeing.
Excellent. So what is your epic dream?
Well, I'm playing the Powerball tonight. So when I win, it's odd to me because I hear so many folks when they're asked, well, what would you do if you won $1 billion? Well, I have a plan. I have a plan. With that type of money, I might be able to save the world. So, I really have a plan that I seriously think could make a dent in the lives of hundreds of thousands of folks. So, and until I win that, though, again, I mean, the epic dream is to do what I can while I can. But yeah, I mean, if the funding was in place for me to do what I really envision, that's kind of the epic dream. And I think it has at the core of this dream is employment for hundreds of thousands of folks. And really it's entrepreneurship in the long run, and early retirement for a lot of folks. So I don't think we have time for all the details, but yeah, that's what it is.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I have a plan.
Yes. Okay. Come on, Billion. Come on, Billion. That sounds great.
I'm playing
So,
tonight. I'm playing tonight, Val.
so question 5 is Mr. J. Michael Harrison. Who are you?
You know, it's interesting. I'm trying to think how long ago it might have been, but it's probably pushing more than 15, but less than 20 years ago. I was asked that question on stage. Actually, I was asked to describe myself. And, you know, my response, which I think kind of caught the audience off guard, it took them a little while to feed into it. I said, you know, I am a human being. That's who I am. Because everybody else wants to put labels on you. You know that guy, or you know he's the radio broadcaster, or he's this, or he's that mf'er. he owes me some money. Everybody sees you, kind of a certain way through a certain lens, but fundamentally, that's what I see. I'm a human being. I'm trying to seize the opportunities that are in front of me and bring some folks along with me, so as a human being, just going back to what I was saying earlier, trying to shine light, trying to be a light, trying to evolve, try to inform, trying to receive. I'm a human being. That's all. It's that simple.
I got you, Mr. Human. I got you.
That's
Awesome.
No different than you, that person, whatever. We're all in this thing together, and hopefully, the more that we can understand that, the more magnificent this whole thing becomes. And just trying to do what I can while I can, trying to be that force for good, trying to share my passion with folks. That's what I do.
I hear you. That's awesome. So here we are already at question 6, which is there anything that I should have asked you that I didn't ask you, or you wanted me to ask you that I didn't? In other words, what did I miss?
Well, there's this series of 30th anniversaries that are coming up, which, is something that's kind of special for me. I've been involved with radio for 30 years as of June, and there's a succession of 3 30th anniversaries. June kind of marks the 30th anniversary on radio. Next year, the anniversary here at WRTI comes along, and then 2026, the radio show that I produce and host here turns 30 years old. And, just to be on this journey, all the bright moments, meeting folks like you, and so many others, and incredible human beings that I've had the opportunity to engage with and also present to listeners, in Philadelphia and beyond, around the world. The opportunities that radio has provided me, NPR live sessions, traveling around the world. It's been such a phenomenal journey that as a human being, it is a signature. It is, an integral part of this life that I've been given.
That is so beautiful. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your presence in this world, especially in my life. I will count myself as one of your students in this world. You've taught so many things. And in my case, it was very informally, but every time I'm in your presence, I always learn something. I always walk away with something. And one of the greatest things that I appreciate about you is your presence. And when you're in the room, you are present in that room and in that moment. And I'll never forget, meeting you for the first time was like at the radio station, having that late night. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I'm like tired. I gotta stay up. And you just being so kind. And over the years doing your program, and the cult following that you have of your program was so amazing. And, you are the reason why I actually have a live recording of Hannibal Lakumbe and me, right? Like that's amazing.
Well,
Oh my God.
Well, I mentioned bright moments, and that's what I mean. That type of synergy that develops. And I've had so many folks on the show over the years, Val, because it's 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night. Folks have had a long week. Like, I'm going down to do this radio show. But over the years, so many folks have come in and they don't want to leave. Not that I'm kicking them out the door. Like, oh, we're done. It's time for me to go.
Right.
Like,
it was so fast. I thought it was going to be 15 minutes, and an hour and a half later, I'm still sitting here like, and then what? Then what happened?
Yeah. So
it's so amazing, and so I'm grateful for you for all of this, and on behalf of all of your students, the thousands of students that you've taught in so many different areas. One could argue that there's a through line through all of those things that you've been teaching. But in these seemingly disparate areas, one can walk away with learning how to be better connected, with learning how to have a better understanding of one's own responsibility in their own community, and to have a better understanding of what it looks like when someone is passionate about something. And all of those things, those are priceless lessons to learn. And it's not something you can read in a book. When you see it, it changes everything. And so I'm so grateful for you. I honor you, my king. And I just pray that, everything that you do continues to grow and expand. The NPR Lives. I mean, there are so many things that I can say about you. The NPR Lives, all of that, like you are sitting at the base of a lot of firsts for me. So, hey, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been a wonderful journey. I hope that there's still a lot of road to travel, but to see so many folks over the years, like yourself, just continue to ascend, just continue to find your shine and, and illuminate, and I've seen so many folks over the years just continue to grind and excel in what they do and refine their excellence and again pass it on, share with others. I'm so amazed at some of the folks that have interned with me over the years, how they have just catapulted to heights that are unbelievable. So to have that opportunity as a man, to have that opportunity to in any way play a role in their lives, on their journey, has been, that's been incredible. But at the foundation of this whole thing, it's a pure addiction to the arts, to music, to, creativity. And more than anything, I'm a fan. And that's what has driven me throughout this whole thing is that, what? You mean I'm going to have a chance to talk to who? They want to come down. I mean, before we wrap up, I'm in the studio one night doing the show. I get a phone call and the brother is like, oh, well, we're driving through the Philadelphia area and we're kind of digging the vibe of your show. Man, we need to get with you. Now, who's calling? None other than Mandrill, the group Mandrill is listening to the show. And my keen, aggressive, addictive way, I'm like, well, where are you guys at? Because I got a few hours left for the show. You guys can come through. And they ended up on the air with me that night. So to have the opportunity to facilitate those type of things, priceless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes,
Priceless.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so grateful. And I hope there are many, many, many more years of that for all of us. And so thank you again for joining us. And I want you to stay right there because I want to thank the audience for joining us. And I hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. And if there is a positive Black man in your life that you want to see highlighted in this forum, please click the link below or in my bio. Fill out the nomination form and we will take it from there. We are on our way. We are well over 100 interviews in with 100 amazing men, and each one is unique unto himself. It doesn't matter if he's educated or not. It doesn't matter if he's wealthy or not. It doesn't matter if he's an educator or not. What matters is the content of his character and his ability to positively impact the people around him, starting with the nuclear family and then reaching out to the rest of us in the broader community. Those are the brothers that we want to contribute to this narrative. And so please stay tuned next week for yet another amazing king. And in the meantime, please remember to spread love and have a great day. Thanks so much. And J. Michael, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. And hello to everyone out there.
Yay.